going on, everybody? All right, so let's get this thing washed. And today I got helpers. There's Paul.
Hello.
And there's Roman.
Hello.
They're gonna help me wash this thing. All right, let me get this thing outside. So now it's in the garage, as you guys can see. Somewhat a lot cleaner. I mean, the car itself is not in that great condition, but it's cleaner. Just working on filthy cars is not that fun, you know. Now you can, it's clean, in other words. So first order of business, I need to remove this engine lid and these side panels. Just makes diagnostics a lot easier back here. One thing I also noticed, well, it's dried up now, but oh, there you go, on that side. This car's T-top seals are definitely leaking, so that's going to be something I'll be replacing later on. I already did it on my other one, which was lucky. I wish I still had those. Actually, I would put them in here. But anyways, so let me remove this, the hood, the two panels, and we'll kind of start diagnosing, seeing what we can find. Alright, so now as you guys can see, a lot more room, and now you can get into here, you can get into over there. It's a lot easier to see. Also, excuse me, also put some rags like this. If any of you guys is working, I know I didn't do it at the beginning, but I did it now because I remember my other MR2, I started forgetting or being lazy and not putting anything here. and then within a couple hours of work you have tools, bolts, nuts, all kinds of stuff laying right there and scratching the heck out of your trunk. I know, like I said, the car's gonna be getting repainted, so I don't really care, but I mean, gotta, you know, learn to be more careful anyways. So there we go. So here's the engine. Maybe kind of give you guys a better look at it. So it's a Gen 3. I mean, what else? Supposedly has a Grady aftermarket intercooler over there. I have not confirmed that yet. Maybe that would be cool. Supposedly has a Burke exhaust as well. It does look like it. I have an eBay one of the knockoff of the Burke or whatever it is right there from my old MR2, and it doesn't look like that. So hopefully. What else? Aftermarket has this intercooler pipe. Has this CT20B, I believe, if I remember right, turbo. As you can see, it's pretty filthy in here. There's like leaves and crap everywhere, so it does need a little bit of cleaning before I can work. But right now, I need to start diagnosing. So the first thing I want to diagnose is the throttle position sensor. I need to put a multimeter on it, make sure that that's sitting in the right settings. I already checked timing down there. The belt is down there. Anyways, I already checked timing when the car was at my dad's house. Timing was on point. Next thing I could do, I have some new spark plugs. I got these ones, NGKs, and I went with where's the model number? Sorry, there it is. The BKR7E. Supposedly this is a little bit of a colder spark. So I do want to replace those. Well, I'm going to pull them out and see the condition first. These wires, they don't look too bad. They don't look cracked or anything, but I mean, you know, I'll check them out. I can also do a compression test, but I'd like to do that after I get it running a little better, so I can let that car idle and warm up. It doesn't idle too bad. And what's weird is the check engine light only comes on when it tries to idle up. You know what, let me show you guys that. Alright, so I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm gonna start the car again. Come on. So like you guys saw in the video, it only turns on when it revs up. If I let the car sit and warm up, it'll idle at like 800 RPM and the light won't be on. But as soon as I rev it, or whenever, you know, it revs itself up, I guess, whatever whatever that is that does that, the light will come on. So just gotta check that throttle position sensor first, see what's going on with that, and hopefully the multimeter will kind of give me some answers. Okay, so a couple things I've already checked. I've adjusted the throttle here. I did check the TPS. Everything is within specs with the voltmeter. It's a little tip for you guys for that if anybody else has to do it. So when you unplug this plug, the way it faces down, right? So you can't see it. And it's kind of hard to get the voltmeter ends in there, these things. Just a little tip. Take some of these wire connector things, I'm not sure what you call these, but take them and stick them on the connectors, and then that way you can just put your voltmeter connectors on these. It's a lot easier to get to. But anyway, so yeah, so that's within spec. Throttle body's clean. I just checked in there. This is adjusted. There's a little stopper screw thing in there, and I adjusted that to specs. So now what I want to do is I want to pull the plugs, check them all, see what they look like. After that, I mean, I don't know. After that, we'll kind of keep going and see what is after that. So let me pull the spark plugs and see what they look like. Okay, so got the plugs out. So right away I see something. So, well, first of all, so this is how they were sitting in the engine as you look at them. First of all, this one is a NGK spark plug. This one's a Denso, and Denso. So that's kind of weird. Second of all, this one doesn't even have the little tip in there. Watch. See, like this one is sharp right there. So let me see if I can put these side by side. Look right there. So I don't know, probably just a spark plug difference or something, but anyways, and they're dark and nasty. And so I'm gonna put all the new ones in. Like I said, I got some NGK BKR7Es. It has a little bit of a colder spark. So I'm gonna clean up in here a little bit. It's not too bad actually, but I think I saw one of them got a little bit of oil right there. I'm gonna clean that up because I'm gonna do valve cover gasket later on anyways. I might as well clean it up right now. Let me see if I can. Yeah, a little bit right there. Not too bad. So anyways, I'm gonna clean it up, put the new plugs in, and put all this back together, and maybe give it a shot, start it up, and see if there's any difference. I'll see you guys in a little bit. So these new spark plugs, the ones I'm putting in, should be gapped at, well, not should be, but that's what most people run. Let me see if I can get this to show. But it should be 0.028. So as you can see, sorry. So these come pre-gapped. I'm going to check all four just to double check, but that's what they should be at. Alrighty. Plugs are in, everything's connected, bolted down. Honestly, I don't expect that to be the answer, but that would be sweet. So let's start it up and see what happens. Garage door's cracked, just so you guys know, so I don't die. All right. That didn't do anything. try it. Let's try it one more time. Say hi, Jacob.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
He thinks it's very loud. Well, I mean, that definitely seemed like Gracie says. Let's try it one more time. Let's just to see. It's idling a lot nicer. Revs up. Maybe that permanent light, maybe I can check it now. Great success. Well, you guys saw what I saw. I don't know what to say. I mean, I hope that's the answer. Maybe I can check that check engine light now since it's on permanently now. It's not going up with the revs. Other than that, I mean, tomorrow morning it's too late. It's already dark out, so I don't want to annoy the neighbors. But tomorrow I'm going to start it up after work, let it warm up. Just sit here idle and warm up, and then see what it does after it's warm. If all is well, I might even take it around the block just to see how it drives. Before that, I gotta find something's going on the front passenger side wheel that sounds like it's hitting the brake protector thing, whatever it is behind the wheel, every time it moves. So that's where I'm going to leave you guys this time. Thank you for watching. Hopefully we're getting somewhere. Subscribe if you haven't. Give me a thumbs up if you like what you see. If you have any other ideas, if you have anything else I can check, if you know of anything else, definitely let me know. That's what I'm here for. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.